Oh, okay. Hi guys. My name is Alex, and I am this year's admin chair. I'm a freshman, and I am a biochemistry major. For those of you who don't know me, you might know me better on paper for my terrible jokes. I'm running to be your 2017-2018 secretary, and this is my vision for the admin committee. First, I want to have a more focus on data analytics. I think one of the biggest problems this year is we had so many tools available to us but we let it all slip by. We just focused on yearbook, making Amazing Race good, Assassins, but I also feel like with all the data available to us, we can analyze it and then guide our club in the right direction. Earlier this year, I made a little report thing that detailed how many events you guys did, how many meetings we had, average participation for each event, each weekend, everything, as much as I could, based off of the points log that I filled out. This is what it looked like. And so you see, like, if we have all this information, right, how come we can't use it to move forward our club in the right direction? As you can see in the events column, we had 7 STEAM events for October and 13 service events. Yet we only had 2 for Green Team, 1 for Legacy, and 7 socials for membership. So I'd say October was a pretty good month. We had a total of 722 man hours. And so I want to expand this data because that moves on to my next point, redefine PR chair role. As of now, our PR chair is in charge of sending out the newsletter and the yearbook. But did you guys know we have an Instagram? So there's so many tools available to us that allows us to analyze how many followers do we have, how many likes do we have per picture, that I want to utilize. Something called Simply Measured allows us to get like a free report for that. Also, our newsletter app that we use, it allows us to see who opens and actually reads the newsletter. You know, so using that data. Oh, and our Facebook, there's something called Facebook Insights for our group, and that allows us to see how many likes we have, what you guys look at on Facebook, what our events look like. And so, like as a PR chair, I feel like that should be something a PR chair should do. See what you guys like, how long you guys look at something, what you guys look at, and then using that information, we tailor our club towards for you guys. I also want the PR chair to be in charge of a public calendar that we have. I don't know if you guys know if we have one, but we have one, and it details all of the meetings that we have, all the events that we have. And so, if we make that more available to you guys and more appealing to you guys, then maybe we won't have as many strikes next semester, next year, or cancellations. So you guys can plan ahead. So I just want the PR chair to work for you guys. Along with the webmaster, we have our web. Do you guys know we have a website? We have a website, and basically on our Facebook, we can only put so much information on our Facebook that we have to have a website to do all that. And WordPress, that's the platform we use for our website. WordPress allows us to see what you guys look at, what you guys search up, how long you guys are looking at a post, and using that information combined with all the PR chair information, we basically tailor everything to your needs, what you guys like to look at, and we can push out more material that you guys enjoy. All that data, plus all this data, I want us to be, so that creates a whole network of cooperation between the chairs. And then using all that data that we analyzed, I can work with the senior media chair to push out more material that you guys enjoy and more events that you guys enjoy. I can work along with exec to push out more events that you guys enjoy. I also want to have a redefined senior media chair role. As senior media chair, I want them to be in charge of all the media. So I'd be in charge of all the administration, and then senior media chair would be in charge of all the media. And so the senior media chair would be in charge of the banners, the pictures, the videos, all the design elements that you guys like to look at based off of our information. as the senior media chair, with all that media stuff, I also want them to have a comprehensive schedule to push all that. Oh, can I?
You can wrap it up, yeah.
Okay. So basically, to keep everybody in check, I'm gonna have that goals and an expectation sheet that allows us to make sure we're on track with our goals. So it's like another schedule for us to make sure everything's on track. So, yeah. Questions?
So as a line, we have many different platforms that we're on. We have Instagram, we're possibly making a Twitter, and I know that we have our live audience page on Facebook, and then we have a group page on Facebook, and then we have a website. So as a line, I feel like there's a lot of sources available, and there's not really one central source to go to. And I feel like everyone's gearing towards more of the Facebook group, and I feel like focusing on like other stuff is a great idea. But what do you think of it, like making it too confusing possibly for lives to check where should we have our central information from? Do you think that we should focus more on our website, have more central information there for other people to go on, rather than focusing on our Facebook group, or should we like finalize the Facebook group more?
So you're asking what should be our main source of information? Yeah. I feel like if Facebook is good because all of us have Facebooks, right? Or at least most of us have Facebooks. And using Facebook, it also allows us to make the events on that we can RSVP to. So the chairs have an idea of how many people are going to be there for big events. I feel like the website should be more for, like, if you have general questions, have an FAQ, or have, on our Facebook group, we have a sidebar. And I feel like we should also link, there should be a link to the website on that sidebar. So if you have general questions like, oh, how many hours do I have? Maybe there's a link on the points log on the website. So I feel like our central source of information should be Facebook, but any supplementary information should be on our website. Eric?
Yeah, I like the data approach and how you recognized how a lot of data is good. What kind of trends would you be interested in looking at with the data?
Actually, okay. So do you see like the committee breakdown I did on the left? So that's the type of stuff I want to look at. Like, okay, we have 13 service events and 7 STEAM events. How come it's more focused on service and STEAM, right? And whereas we only have 1, 2, and 4 events for Legacy, Green Team, and Master Committee. I want to maybe recognize why is that so? You see our average member participation to meetings. 20.85% of our members goes to meetings. What's a way we can bring that percentage up? We have 2.34% participation at events. How can we bring that up? If you look at our socials, we have 8 socials, and we basically have at least one every weekend. But only 5% of our members show up. How can we bring that percentage up?
So data mining is such a broad topic, and it takes a lot of time to do it. I know you have 30 chairs to it, but at what point do you determine that the information you're getting is more valuable than the time that the chairs are spending getting it?
Repeat the question.
So you have the tools for data mining, right? But it still takes some time. You still have dirty data. You have to sort it out, right? And then it takes time. You have 3 people to it. At what point do you determine that the data you're receiving is worth all the time you're putting into it?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
So like you're saying,
To clarify, I think what she's asking is the cost of time for collecting that data and the benefit of the data that we're getting.
Okay, so it took me about an hour to do all of fall semester to compile all that data, but that's just the points log, and that's a basic spreadsheet. That's just copy and pasting, doing some basic math, and I feel like that doesn't take a lot of time. Whereas the PR chair, the Instagram data, the website data, probably doesn't take a lot of time. I looked at the Facebook, and it's all compiled in like one section that says, okay, this is how many visits your page has. This is how many likes, average likes you have per post. And so I feel like, although it is a lot of data, 2017 technology has basically allowed us to has given us tools to compress all that data into one easy to read format. And so I feel like it is a lot of data, but because of technology now, we can just, it's easy to read.
Sorry.